Right into the gameplay. Grape versus Sim14CH.
Nice.
Can go with the plant. Okay. Not a lot of these we see too often.
Plant is almost like beta Snake, like not entirely there, like doesn't have all the tools, but almost in some ways played kind of similarly.
Yeah, it's like if Dollarama tried to make their version of Snake, this was what it would be.
Exactly.
Okay, so the up airs, he's juggling them like crazy, looking like Mario right now. Oh, up tilt.
I mean, this is one of the hardest things about most of Plant's matchups is getting back onto the stage. You really can't cover yourself. You do want to try to use some of your tools to get back, but you're going to take so much damage, especially against Snake.
Yeah, that was a clean back air coming from Grape. He's very good at using his aerials, which is, you know, something that Snakes don't utilize too often, and especially that back air. This lasts so long, very meaty hit, does a lot of damage as well. So
I want to see a bit more of that bite, because that armor really helps against Snake, right? Like, that'll help you land with that. You can try to armor through some of the grenades, but look at all this damage that they're taking just to land back on stage. You already have a full stock lead here for Grape.
This is actually looking really good for him. Plus, the sticky is on Sim14CH, so he has to be careful. And baits out the air dodge. I love that. Great stuff from Grape so far, just establishing that dominance. You know, that's something that you really need to do as a Snake player, is always establish that dominance so you can just play your game, play that lead. But then again, Grape's just really going in. He doesn't really feel the need to camp at this point in time. Yeah,
and also considering the plant is kind of coming to him a lot of the time, like he can hold grenade and shield, take a lot of those hits and trade evenly. So far things are working out pretty well for them. Their game plan is on point. They might even get a 3-stock right here. Like, this is looking super clean.
Yeah, that's the thing. Snake doesn't die very early, and especially with all that rage, he can definitely utilize it. But hold on, just barely lives that yet again. Dropping with a whole bunch of different grenades. Nikita, C4, everything he possibly can.
Yeah, that down B, though, it's still super useful. It's committal, though. You got to be careful with it, but that's something you can use to contest, especially when you're going towards the ledge, and you know that Nikita's going to be there.
Oh, Nikita coming through again. Going to go for the down throw, maybe go for a read. Oh, yeah. Classic Grape is exactly what I was expecting, but rolls right into that up smash. Sim14CH going to take that first stock off of Grape, but 126%, looking pretty difficult to come back.
Oh, there's the JV. All right, just like that, Grape takes that first game against Sim14CH, who is starting to, I guess, get a little bit of the rhythm. But, you know, this is pools, like, you don't have a lot of time. And that's honestly a lot of the mental of this, is you can't kind of use, like, time to adapt. It's like, you need, like, one stock, really, to learn what your opponent's doing. And then the rest of that, you got to really have a solid game plan, because now you're down a full game. You're up against a Snake who wasn't camping, like you mentioned, right? Like they have so much room to adapt if the plant starts to, you know, bring it back. Yeah. So that's something you really have to keep in the back of your mind. Like, how do you change your game plan to not only deal with what the Snake's doing right now, but how you know they're going to change when they start to camp, when they start to play a lot more defensively.
Very, very true. You got to think about like how the set's going to play out, how the future's going to be. But at the same time, if you can overcome that first obstacle, which is just how the way Grape's playing now, you don't even have time to even focus on that, right? Yeah. Really difficult start for Sim14CH right now, but Grape's doing a really good job of just establishing that dominance. He really, when he wants to play aggressive, he really can, but when he plays campy, he's going to take his absolute time.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we're going to see much of that today, but going to go right back onto Smashville this time.
Okay. Curious pick here. I almost think that maybe the plan would want some more room between them and the Snake, but Sim14CH, you know, wants to get, you know, right into the fray and start the box with right now. I mean, Grape is, again, this is what we saw in the first game. Getting Sim14CH into the air and then just juggling, making it impossible for them to land.
Yeah, really utilizing how good that up air is. And honestly, one thing that I'm definitely noticing is the fact that Sim14CH is really struggling to recover. Recovering high very often and getting punished pretty hard for it.
Yep. And Sim14CH can't use, like, Piranha Plant's like strongest tools like neutral B, side B, which against a lot of other characters gets you so much damage. I mean, Grape is able to contest that with, you know, forward tilt, jab, grenade. All of those tools get kind of nullified against Snake, so it's really hard, even when Plant's on the ground, to do much at all.
Oh my god, and Grape is just absolutely putting in that work right now. Oh my god, I said again, just so many tools that are just taking advantage of the corner of the stage there. Just no room to recover, and Grape is just absolutely bullying Sim14CH right now.
I'm sure Sim14CH would want a recovery that kind of snaps to the ledge really quickly, because it just take, I don't know what is going on now. They're trying to run away from this game. Like, you know what, get me out of here, get me out of here.
No.
Again, putting the schmixter right here, and now they're going to finally land a jab. A little bit of damage just again, an opportunity to get a kill, and they do.
Okay, gets the stock off
finally
another
on
time.
The board, yep.
But again, Grape with an strenuously, like, just so difficult to really deal with right now. The grenade into the fair. Okay, does not get the spike, but still gets a meaty hitbox. Dash tag to send towards the left side of the stage.
Nice. solid trap there, forced him to recover high, hits him with the back air, another up tilt, another one of those which would likely do it. Goes for that up air, gets caught out by the nair instead.
Oh, and the C4 yet again, just going to finish off that stock, and Grape with a convincing 2-0 over Sim14CH.
Yep. Well done by Grape. Certainly a player we'd expect to see coming in further in the bracket by considerable means. Sim14CH definitely has some things to jot down and think about as they go into the losers bracket.
Yeah, I don't think Grape is within that top 8 seeds, but I definitely think that he has the potential to make it there. Grape just one of those players that just has so much resilience when it comes to the bracket, and he has a really good mental game as well.
Yep.
Honestly, just it hasn't really been the strongest initially when he started out, but